So where did you start out from again?
Venice Beach.
Oh, I like that. I like that guy because when he goes on what do you call it?
Harry.
On his
roller
skates
and the guitar, yeah.
He's a classic icon. That's one of the things that's changing now in Venice Beach that he's really upset about because they just took away basically. Venice Beach was one of the main platforms for artists as far as free speech is involved. And now, just this last year, they've pretty much obliterated that. And now it's a lottery system. You have to go and pay and get your permit, and then you get a certain. So if Harry comes out rollerblading, playing his music like Les do, he'll get a fine or a ticket if he doesn't have a certain spot anymore. And now a lot of the businesses go and they buy up all the spots across so that artists and different musicians can't be in front of them and stuff like that. So unfortunately, it's changing down there, but it's still. Artists and musicians is definitely one of the nice free.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. And it's all part of the suppression. It's all part of suppressing diversity. Unbelievable. I used to love it. So how are you sleeping overnight and stuff?
We have all of our tents and our camping gear. We have a production group that has our music instruments in it and all of our video cameras and stuff like that.
Are you outside?
Yeah.
Okay, have a look. Yeah, that'd be great. How did it all come about then?
Originally started as an idea. Haven't had years back, and then he brought it up to my attention, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I recognize like that powerful message, like eventually turn into potential to do it for us as individuals, like, search within for others without. And then we all kind of brainstormed together and molded into this. This is another production vehicle. We got everything crammed in there basically.
But yeah, it was just about because we had a nice little collective group where we go, kind of meet and just go through different material all the time, and it was just time to get out of our little boxes and got rid of our stuff and just kind of wanted to go and talk to other people and see what other people were feeling, what other people were thinking about, and basically encourage self-expression. That's what we kind of do, because we have our laptops and our computers, and we can make our own movies, record our own music, and just kind of encourage other people to do the same nowadays. And
the thing is that what you find is that people get stuck in the box and they're so frightened to break out of it because they fear the unknown. And then when they do break out of it, amazing things happen.
Yeah, that's what we, because even in situations where we would be a little nervous or we started to get down, like, oh man, what's going to happen next? Like we're starting to run out of money or this, and it's as long as you just keep it rolling, things will happen. Someone will pull up, just keep it going. When you throw yourself out there and really have faith in it,
That's the thing. The more that I kind of understand all this, that the fear of the unknown is the prison. That's the prison.
Yeah, and even in like little circumstances with what we're like with the expression thing, I think a lot of the confusion comes with people just not expressing themselves, especially in America where people think they have to be in a place like we were, like Hollywood, or you have to be in a place like New York to be a stand-up comedian, filmmaker, all that kind of stuff. But it's really nowadays wherever you are, and that's the big overall lesson. But now it's in your face, where with technology, you can be wherever you are and express yourself, and on a platform, record yourself, and just keep doing what you love to do, and not let anybody tell you otherwise. Really.
See, I think enormous amounts of violence and depression and ill health are actually caused by frustration, frustration, which is you get to a point. We had England played in the World Cup yesterday, got beat. But there was this little lad, this great player called Rooney, right? And he's real kind of enthusiastic and determined and all the rest of it, passionate about it. And he's been played out of position so that he couldn't express his true ability and express himself in the way he normally does. He was confined, and in the match he completely lost it, and he stood on somebody and got sent off, right? I know it's only a little football analogy, but that's the kind of thing is happening with people all the time. I felt it myself. You get so frustrated at being in the straitjacket, even though you don't even realise you're in a straitjacket. Your energy does, and it's looking for an expression to break out, and it can find that expression in violence. It can, or it can so suppress the frustration, that it comes out in illness and depression and stuff like that. It's like what you were saying about Venice Beach, where people can freely express themselves, but then it's confined to you must have a permit.
Right.
That's just what it's like. So instead of free expression, it's you must have a permit. You know, and if you can't have a permit, you can't do it anymore. You can't express yourself. People just get frustrated. It's got to come out some way. And the world is frustrated. That's what it's happening. No matter where in the world you go, there's different causes for the frustration, but that's what it is. It's the energy can't flow because it's suppressed by the ways the system is set up.
Yeah, and a lot of people have just forgotten even how to let that flow. They've just turned that whole expression off, and well, I can't be this or can't be that, and they just go ahead with their regimen and their routines, and never even try to even turn on.
Even like a lot of the people that have said, "Oh, I want to go," and they get excited and they get inspired about what we're doing, and then we remember like, oh well, I got this thing over here. I got
tied down to this house.
Yeah, I got bills I got to pay.
That is so true. You see it all the time. Even in you can have a thought in like 30 seconds where your intuition goes yes, and then the program kicks in. All the reasons why this can't happen. I've got a mortgage. I've got a cat. I've got this. I've got that. I can't just do that. And the system locks you in so that there are more and more reasons for that to win. I know exactly what you mean. Oh, isn't that great? Oh, I'd love to do that. Well, do it. Oh, well, I know. There's all the reasons why not. And like you say, when you do it, it just happens.
Like I was able to drop everything a week and a half before. Like I came into it late, like a week and a half, and I just dropped it. Said, yeah, I'm with it. Here I am. I'm going.
How long is it going to take, you reckon, overall?
We're pretty much figuring on about a year that we're gonna take, but it might take long because we've been stopping in certain areas, and then because we're kind of zigzagging up and down, kind of going through a lot of different areas. So, but I mean, it's been 3 months so far to get to here. So we're gonna pick it up, I guess, through the middle, because the next part is going to Four Corners and then up through Utah, up into Denver, and then up.
You're going up through Monument Valley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's our favourite part of the world.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
On the Navajo land there, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do when I get the other end is today is I'll put a link to your website permanently on mine, and then get people to look for you on the wall. What's Illumination TV? What?
That's our website.
Yeah, and
that's what we're orchestrating and putting all the artists and musicians that we kind of meet and the different people that are choosing to express. Like as we're trying to encourage, because we have some of the equipment too, the laptops. We're trying to help if people have ideas for music videos for their bands and stuff. Like, okay, let's get it done. We're here for the weekend. We have a crew. Let's help you film your stuff. You have a stand-up comedy routine. Are you a writer? Are you just encouraging self-expression? We're going to be just building it up as we go, just trying to get different people and trying to build a network of artists and musicians kind of, expressing themselves and just kind of being able to share it with the world through the internet, because that's definitely the next step.
Because we have information, we have knowledge. I mean, I've worked in the music business for like 13 to 14 years, and we have information for artists who, a lot of artists, they create amazing music, but then they give it to a big corporation, and the corporation is basically giving them 7% of their creation. So we could teach them how to control their publishing, how to copyright their own stuff, and how to release their own things through the internet, as opposed to having to have these other companies manufacture the CDs and all that stuff.
Yeah, my son Gareth, he's a musician in the band.
Yeah, I just linked that. I just found that on the MySpace page. That's big stuff.
And he's in the same position, he doesn't want to be beholden to a corporation. It's difficult because it's even if you've got great music, that's not necessarily what corporations want, is it?
You don't end success.
Oh no. Hello, this is David Icke and the guys from Illumination TV, and we're all working for one thing or two things: freedom for ourselves and freedom for everyone else. Freedom's being taken away. We're dedicated to making sure it comes back in our lifetime.